What's up, you guys? I just got done reading One Piece Manga Chapter 836, and as we've all known for a while, Lola is Big Mom's daughter, and the card that she gave Luffy and his crew a while back is definitely Big Mom's calling card. But what I'm even more surprised at is the fact that after all this time, after everything Luffy and his crew have been through, they actually still have the card, and as long as they've been in the New World, they have not mentioned, acknowledged, or even used the card up until now. This could have saved them so much drama in the New World. This could have saved them so many issues with Big Mom. Heck, I even hypothesized they wouldn't have even needed to sneak into Big Mom's territory if they just admitted that they had the card. Because, I mean, from what we've seen in this chapter, simply bearing the card grants one a limited sense of diplomatic immunity, because the homies said that they could not oppose Nami because she wielded the card, which contains a powerful portion of Big Mom's soul. But apparently Cracker wasn't fazed by that. So, limited diplomatic immunity till you come across one of her kids, probably. Also, Cracker is just powerful. The mere presence of the guy made the trees wilt in fear. Not hockey, just pure fear. And basically, his bounty is extremely high. Like the second highest known bounty so far behind Jack's. And I really want to see Cracker go up against Luffy because, one, Cracker is one of the 3 Sweet Commanders. And if that's anything to go by, it is probably equal to Kaido's 3 disasters or calamities. And by seeing Cracker versus Luffy, we get to see what Cracker is technically made of and what he's technically physically capable of. We've already seen what Jack is physically capable of. We already know Jack's bounty. And I think a lot of people, especially in the One Piece fan base, they tend to base power off of bounties. And I don't think that's an accurate thing to go by, because a lot of powerful characters in One Piece have significantly varying bounties. I mean, heck, you look at the Shichibukai. Their bounties were frozen at a certain point before they became Shichibukai. And God knows what they probably are if they were to somehow become pirates again. Also, bounties are determined by a lot of things. Sometimes it's based on knowledge that you have. Sometimes it's based off of physical strength and raw power. Or sometimes it's just simply based off of the destruction that you've caused. With Eustace, when we first saw him, he had a high bounty because he was just straight up ruthless and destructive nonetheless. I mean, heck, in the New World, he destroyed 2 of Big Mom's allied ships. So, I don't think people should be jumping on Jack's fan wagon just because he has a higher bounty than Cracker. And from the 2, we've seen that Cracker is more reserved. Cracker is more contained in his reactions. Like, he isn't immediately outraged. He doesn't have these emotional outbursts. He's very well restrained and composed in his talking. Like when Luffy interrupted him trying to attempt to kill Pound, he wasn't completely outraged. He was just simply asking a question. Was it pity or compassion or something like that? And when we see Jack just went straight up berserk when he didn't get what he wanted. And I think when we get to see Cracker versus Luffy, we can compare what Jack had did to the Mink tribe versus what Cracker and Luffy have done in their fight. And I think a lot of people overlook or basically downplay Jack's strength because he used some of the toxic gas that Caesar had developed. And I don't think that takes away from his strength, because a lot of people overlook the fact that he took on the entire Mink tribe himself. Because if I remember correctly, a few chapters back, they said that they was easily able to take out his crew, but it was Jack that they couldn't finish off. That Jack fought them, I think, day and night. And he fought the whole tribe by himself. And he didn't necessarily back down. So he was holding his own against a whole tribe of people that were trained to fight. And I think a lot of people overlook that. And then the fact that he was so confident that he could get Doflamingo back from 3 battleships, if I remember that correctly. 3 battleships. Fujitora on 1, Suru, and that was just simply... It's Sengoku. I was thinking about the name. But the fact that he had simply balls of steel to actually try to go and take it is enough. And the fact that he still survived and he was pretty much still confident that he was okay. Now, I don't know how he's faring so far at the bottom of the ocean or in the water, but he's pretty strong in my opinion. I think a lot of people downplay it or they overlook a lot of things about Jack. But I think Cracker seems to be pretty strong. Will I say he's stronger than Jack? I don't know. But Cracker's ability so far seems to be pretty cool. The ability to multiply one's limbs. And considering that Cracker is shown to be pretty strong so far physically, being able to lift pound, and Luffy even confirmed that the guy was pretty strong. Now, he sensed that Cracker was pretty strong. So, you know, you multiply that strength for all those limbs, it's a whole different thing. The guy hasn't even used Haki yet. We don't know what other moves that he's capable of. And the fact that he's called 1,000 Arms. The fact that his epithet is 1,000 Arms. This is going to be a pretty good fight to be looking at. And for a while, I was pretty bored about what Luffy was doing. But now that him and Cracker are about to show down, I'm interested now. Basically, I think that with this fight, we're going to be able to compare a lot more of Big Mom's crew and Kaido's crew, because with Big Mom's crew, we have these 3 sweet commanders. With Kaido's crew, we have these 3 disasters or calamities. Now, if that's anything to go by, they should be nearly equal. Nearly equal. Now, we don't know if Jack is the weakest, if he's one of the weakest calamities or disasters, or if he's one of the strongest, or if he's in the middle. We don't know whether Cracker is one of the strongest, or if he's one of the weakest of the sweet commanders. We don't know. Or if he's in the middle. We still have to see, but comparing their fights and what they're physically capable of, we should be able to better put together some hypothetical fights between Big Mom's crew and Kaido's crew. This is Varo. Like, comment, share, subscribe. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think that Cracker is technically stronger than Jack? Do you think that the 3 sweet commanders are stronger than the 3 disasters or the calamities?